Just over a month after floods swept through central Texas, cleanup efforts continue in Sandy Creek.
As residents sift through debris, a piece of prehistoric history was uncovered. KVU's Brianna Perez takes a closer look at the dinosaur fossil that was found and what experts had to say.
As cleanup continues in Sandy Creek, a piece of history was uncovered.
So whenever there's any kind of cataclysmic event, floods, things that are very destructive to our human experience, they also are uncovering a lot of new fossils.
Matthew Brown, paleontologist at UT Austin, says he was called out to take a closer look.
Along Sandy Creek are these three-toed bird-like tracks.
Paleontologists came out here to the Sandy Creek area to take a look at the newly uncovered fossils for themselves. And when they got here, they say that they were actually located on private property, making it hard to see. They say that they were covered in vegetation, but once that flood came through, it exposed the new track.
So we think that this probably came from a dinosaur like Acrocanthosaurus, which was a big meat-eating theropod dinosaur, so it walked on two legs. It superficially would have looked kind of like a Tyrannosaurus rex, even though those two species lived about 40 million years apart.
Brown says this dinosaur lived more than 115 million years ago. And around that time, it was not uncommon to see a handful of different species of dinosaurs in central Texas, including big plant eaters like sauropods.
So to be able to see the footprints, this track in the ground, on the site where these dinosaurs were actually walking really sort of brings home the reality that these were living creatures that would have been, you know, if we lived 115 million years ago, would have been sharing the environment with us.
He says next they plan to use drones for aerial photography and laser surface scanners to create 3D replicas to study the area. Brown advises anyone who comes across a fossil during the flood cleanup to take a photo and email it to experts so they can examine it later without damaging the discovery. Reporting in Sandy Creek, Brianna